Yeah, there's a lot of pain in the department right now. Good people sacrificing their careers to do the right thing. I'm inspired by that, but I feel awful that they have to do it. And there are so many other good ones hanging on, trying not to have to leave the department. It's a time of pain and loss for a lot of good people. That's why I talked about them in my dedication and the acknowledgments.
What is your family's pain like right now?
Look, it's bad to be indicted. It's bad when someone you love is indicted, but they've kind of gotten used to the fact that because I've been a critic of Donald Trump, I'm a target. I'm sure John Brennan's family feels that way, Jim Clapper's family, and lots of others. There's a cost to speaking up in this strange era, awful era we're in now. And I think they accept that. I think they're proud that I act the way I do. I'm not going to be quiet. I'm going to continue to speak about what I believe. But of course, it's a burden for a family. That to me is a part that I regret, but they're strong people.
You had other family members though serving in the department, your daughter and your son-in-law?
Right. My daughter was a superstar prosecutor in the Southern District of New York and was fired only because she has my last name. That's stupid, that's immoral, that's illegal in my view, and painful. She'll be okay. I mean, she got a job at a law firm, and someday I hope she'll go back to the Department of Justice. My son-in-law, who was the Deputy Chief of National Security at that Virginia U.S. Attorney's Office, quit the day they first indicted me. Also just a tragedy to have that apolitical talent leave the department. God willing, he'll be back someday, but it both tells you the quality of the people that this organization typically has and the cost with Donald Trump at the top.
Do you know Todd Blanche?
Wow.
Did you ever run in the same SDNY circles?
I don't. I think he might have been a paralegal when I was the U.S. attorney there, but I don't know him. Not saying that to be facetious.
No,
I think he started out as a paralegal, which is an important role, but you don't have much to do with the U.S. attorney.
So his family members got fired because of their last name? Wow, unbelievable.
I ask because I went back and looked, and Donald Trump first used Twitter to call for your prosecution in 2017 or 18, and some combination of Don McGahn, then the White House counsel, Jeff Sessions, then the U.S. attorney, Bill Barr, who came next. There was one guy in between. And then Pam Bondi, I guess, who allowed this to go forward, but only at great cost to that office, which was essentially hollowed out. The variable isn't Donald Trump's desire to see you prosecuted, it's Todd Blanche. And so I wonder if you think there's anything personal there.
I don't think so. I think it's just Donald Trump continuing to move through people until he finds those who will literally do whatever he says. Maybe he's found that with Mr. Blanche, maybe not. Maybe his standards will be too high, as apparently Pam Bondi's were, which is a bit of a shock.
Just saying something?
Yeah, and so she's apparently headed for some important private sector job we haven't heard about yet. That may be Mr. Blanche's future, or maybe not. I don't know. But Donald Trump has a bottomless desire to gain revenge against those who've criticized him. And I'm not going to stop criticizing him because I think that's required if you care about America. And so it will just keep going. If he gets rid of Blanche, he'll try to find someone else. Look, at the bottom of every barrel, there are still apples. And so he will find someone to do what he wants to do.
Do you think that's where we are with Todd Blanche, at the bottom of the barrel?
Only time will tell. I mean, Pam Bondi, I thought, was not a good fit for the role, and her standards were apparently too high. So we'll see.
What is it that you are accused of doing?
In the current indictment, making and communicating a threat to assassinate the President of the United States.
And what did you actually do? What is your defense?
I'm not going to talk about that because as I've said many times, I believe in the independent federal judiciary, and the court rules require that if you're participating in a criminal case, you don't talk about it outside of court. And so we'll have a lot to say in the courtroom, but I want to respect the rules and the court.
Then absent any specifics, I mean, he has said to my colleague, Kristen Welker, that they're not investigating anyone else who posted this message, 8647, just you. Were you aware that you were under investigation, or are you aware of what the other evidence is they have other than that message, which is on Amazon right now for sale?
Yeah, I hate to stiff arm you, but I'm going to do the same thing. It's very important that we respect and obey the rules of the federal court in North Carolina and everywhere, even if others don't. And so I'm not going to talk about that.
So basically, Donald Trump will prosecute you. He will hang you if you criticize him. He did that, or he's trying to do that with Mark Kelly, Senator Mark Kelly. He's trying to do that with this guy, Comey, former FBI director. He is going to go after Pam Bondi if she opens her mouth. This is why Pam Bondi is so terrified giving a public testimony about her investigation with the Jeffrey Epstein file. She doesn't want to do that. I think eventually she will, but not when Trump is in power. Unbelievable. This is the level of corruption, I mean, we have never seen in American history.
Except to say, as I said earlier, I am not only not guilty, I am innocent, and we will pursue this fully.
The first time you were indicted, you released a video like that, and and I think you said it last time we were on this show, you talked about your faith in the independent judiciary. Do you think that is the only leg standing?
Yes, with the exception of something that John Brennan mentioned in your last segment, that there are good people holding the line in the intelligence community, in the law enforcement community, and among federal prosecutors at great risk to themselves. But because of the risk to themselves, it's not a reliable leg. The federal judges are a reliable leg. No matter who appointed them, they believe in something, and it's very different from the way that Donald Trump approaches justice.
Then you also have Thomas Massey, like how Donald Trump is destroying him, right? All of these things, if you add them all up together, you will know that this man, Donald Trump, how dangerous he is, how abusive he is in terms of using his power, how abusive, how corrupt Pete Hegseth is. I mean, this administration, all of them, they need to be removed from the White House because they're becoming ever more desperate, more unhinged, and the dangerous thing is that they have a lot of power, a lot of influence. Subscribe for more videos. In the next one, guys.